So just wanted to give an update on some sneakers that I've been wearing recently, apart from maybe a couple that I haven't worn yet, and I'll give you the reasons why. And the first pair up is these Fear of Gods. I just kind of like the Air Max 180 in general, and I just wanted to see what these were like in person, and I bought them with the aim to obviously wear them, but now I kind of realise it's not sort of my bag, especially when I've got them in hand, because the colorway is more on the sort of pink side and it's not something that I would wear. It was mainly bought, I suppose, more for sort of smart wearing, so sort of going out, that kind of thing. So I don't really like shoes that much, so for me it was one of those ones where I wanted to buy a pair, you know, for smart wear, and these weren't too bad. They were heavily under retail when I bought them, and but the pinky color is putting me off. I thought they would be more beige, but they're more pink. And then the next pair up, which I've given a sort of glowing review on, and it's just one of those things that it's not sort of my cup of tea in terms of what I wear, and I've sort of mentioned that before on the channel. I've reviewed a fair few sort of Gazelle indoors and campuses and things like that, and this is the Handall Spal, and this is the Sporty and Rich edition. And don't get me wrong, I do like the pair. I think it looks really nice. The quality of the leather is really nice. You get this sort of satin liner and you get like a leather insole. It's just mainly, I suppose, it's quite sort of firm on foot. And just, I think if I was to wear sort of something like this, I'd probably just choose one of the Bad Bunny sneakers that I tend to wear. And that's kind of the reason mainly. It's not anything wrong with the sneaker. It's actually probably the most comfortable of these types of sort of 70s silhouettes. And for me, it's just not doing it for me. I know they're on trend, but I'm just not really too much of a fan of these types of trainers. And then going towards the sort of runner category, which I've been wearing now over the summer. This was my first pair of Air Prestos. I had a pair before quite a while ago, probably about 10 years ago, and I just couldn't find the right size. I don't know, for some reason they just didn't fit me very well because they're only running whole sizes. But this time around, I don't know whether Nike have sort of changed the sizing on these, but I just felt like with this one in particular, the sizing works really well. And for me, I've just found them really, really comfortable. One of the most sort of comfortable trainers, especially because of this midsole being really, really sort of soft, especially on the inside, on the heel. You kind of feel that sort of softness. It's not like, you know, when you sort of feel it on the outside, it feels sort of firm to the touch. But I think kind of similar to New Balance, they've got almost this sort of dual density foam going on in here, and you do feel that sort of, not like complete squishiness, but it just feels nice on foot. And then the next up is these Vomeros. This is something that I'm looking to, I suppose, move on. Reason being mainly, I love the way it looks, and I'm really, really big fan of this particular colorway and style because it's got the chrome hits all over it. I have an issue with this particular pair, just basically here with the pinky toe, and I've tried to sort of wear it in a bit. I've probably worn these maybe 6 or 7 times, and I do love them. And you can probably see from the outsole that I have worn, and even the little studs that you see on the waffle pattern, they're kind of sort of worn down a bit on the middle side of it. But I just still sort of, you know, experience pain, and the more the wear and the more it kind of worse it gets, kind of feels similar to, I suppose, wearing one of the older style Jordan 4s. And then this pair actually surprised me. It's you know, the 990 V4, and the reason why it surprised me, it kind of, when I first reviewed these, I gave the comfort, I think, a 4 out of 5, but I think now I'd probably give them a 5. The reason being is the cushioning on here. It's like a dual density end cap foam setup in here. It just works really, really well, similar to the Vomero really, and it just feels really soft on foot. It's, I suppose, soft to medium, similar to the Vomero, and they don't feel too lightweight. They're quite sort of on the heavy side, but at the same time they just feel very, very nice. And what I love about them is just the overall look down on the toe box. It just looks super sleek and super nice, and you know, most of the time when you're looking at your trainers, you're looking at it from the top down view, and it's quite nice to sort of see something, you know, which I find aesthetically pleasing, especially because I've got a wide foot. And then this is a pair that's kind of in at the moment, the A6 Gel NYC House Studios collab. This is a pair that I've been wearing quite a lot, and probably worn them maybe, again, 7 or 8 times, and I really like them, and they're really, really soft. I think sometimes for me, they can be a bit too soft, especially sort of when you're wearing them for a long period of time, because your feet naturally want something a bit firmer. Well, my feet do anyway, and everyone's different, but I do like wearing them. But it's just, I suppose after a while I get sort of more sort of fatigue from being too soft, I guess. But you know, it's still really, really nice. I just like the way it looks still, and it's just pops. And probably one of the best Asics sneakers that I've released so far, in my opinion, and one that I wanted to put sort of straight to feet. And then the next up is this Panda Vomero colorway. it's just a really, really nice colorway. And this one was also a women's shoe, and I've been wearing it quite a lot, and as a kind of almost sort of daily beater, and you can probably see that again, the waffle pattern, the little studs on there sort of worn out. I just find them really, really nice on foot. And this is also, like I said, a women's pair, but unlike the Photon Dust pair, I don't get sort of pinky toe issues. So I imagine, I don't know, they've kind of done something where this particular pair is sort of more, just feels more narrow. I don't know why, but this one, if you can find them for cheap, sometimes they have been on sale with they have like a leather shroud over them, but once you remove that, you can sort of see it's got the little holes on there, but once you remove that, they actually look really, really clean and really, really nice on foot and really neutral. And I've got a lot of sort of looks and compliments on this particular pair. And then probably moving on to the more sort of firmer side of the mesh runners, this is kind of my first pair of Instafuries. I've got another OG pair as well, which is like the blue and orange pair. But this pair I started to wear because I just wanted to see what they were like. And again, I bought them for very, very cheap. I think it was around about £70 mark. And they kind of feel similar to, I suppose, an Air Max Plus, in my opinion. They've got this kind of trail shoe vibe. I like the fact that it's laceless as well, so it's easy to slip on. To tell you the truth, I don't use this pump system at all, because it's supposed to sort of tighten it up, but I kind of like that sort of loose fitting and just sort of being able to sort of slip in. And I like the breathability on this as well, because you can see on here it's got the different things, cutouts, and it almost, just like I said, looks like a futuristic sneaker that came out in the 90s. But I just think it's just a really, really cool sneaker. You sit quite high up on the ground. That's the only thing that I will say. It gives you that sort of trail shoe vibes, and that's why I sort of compare it to an Air Max Plus. But slightly on the sort of firm side of comfort, but I still like it. I like it a lot. It's really nice. And then we have the Air Max 2013. This is a desert sand color as far as I remember. I love wearing this. I've been wearing it quite a lot recently, and basically got these on sale for like £80 on JD Sports when they were doing a sale. I think they still have maybe a few pairs, and I know they've got the white pair and the black pair on there, but definitely recommend these. I just think they just work really well, and I find them comfortable. They are on the firm side, and they do have the full length Air Max unit, but there's something about this particular pair that just feels just really nice on foot. And judging by the YouTube video that I put out for the review, it's quite popular as well. And then a shoe that I really, really like, and basically works really, really well for me, is the 991 V2. And this one in particular just works really, really well in my opinion. It's just a trainer that I find very, very comfortable on foot. Again, very neutral, but the thing is the materials on here just makes it feel really, really nice on foot. You get a little bit of tightness around here, but it's not to the extent of the Vomero Photon Dust pair. But I just find them just nice on foot. They are a little bit heavy, I will say that, but because it's got the fuel cell technology in there, it's got a lot of sort of rebound effect going on, so you don't feel that when you're sort of walking around. But I just think it's a very sort of nice neutral sneaker to wear. And then you've also got the 990 V6. With this pair, I actually really like the fitting on it. When I started wearing them, the comfort level was was a 5 out of 5, but I probably wore this pair maybe around 7 or 8 times, and what happens after a while is the midsole kind of bottoms out a bit, so that comfort slightly sort of goes away. So once I sort of started wearing it more long term, I probably give this more, I suppose, a 4 out of 5 in terms of comfort. I actually think the V4s are more comfortable now, and if I could sort of re-review the sneakers, I'd probably give this a 4 out of 5. I think it's nice, but it kind of bottoms out quite quickly. That's the only thing that I would say about these, but they do feel really nice on feet, and again, very lightweight, because they look like a big sort of heavy trainer, but they're not. And then this is just a pair that I wear more for the colorway, really. The comfort level was probably similar to maybe an Air Max one. Quite sort of heavy shoe, especially sort of the midsole, but not the most comfortable. It's still on the firm side, I would say, but the 990 V2 just feels, the colorway, I just really, really love it. It just looks like a Travis Scott Fragment collab with New Balance. So for me, it's just a cool looking trainer in my opinion, especially when you put them on feet. And then some of the trainers that I was wearing during the winter time, and I started wearing these a couple of times, is the Nike Airship. This I bought, I think, on sale for like £70, and started wearing them. However, I went a full size up because I just felt like I was getting quite a lot of, I suppose, lack of space on the toe box. And when I started wearing these, I found them same as Jordan 1, but because of the sloped toe box, I thought you know, I won't have enough room, so that's why I went to full size up. But as soon as I went to full size up, just find that when I'm wearing them a few times, they just feel really loose on foot, and I'll probably end up sort of moving them on. But they are a really cool trainer to wear, especially when you have them on feet, and look different to a Jordan 1. And because of the insole on this particular pair, it does feel really nice and feels a bit more premium. So I'd highly recommend them if you can grab them on sale for sort of £78. And another comfortable winter shoe that I've been wearing was the Trainer 1 Shima Shima. Probably wore these maybe 5-6 times, and just really like the way they look, and also they just feel really nice because of the leather material being really soft, and the suede material being soft, and then the inner lining as well being satin. It just makes it feel really nice on foot. And there's something about these Trainer 1s where they just feel really sort of, again, comfortable on foot. They have an air unit in there, but they do feel quite sort of soft on feet, and it's surprising really. And even till this day, I just find them just a really cool sneaker to wear, especially during the winter time and autumn time. So, but obviously with this one being all suede, I've kind of used protective spray on it to, you know, stop it getting wet and getting sport from the elements. But underrated pair, again, you can pick them up on sale, and very nice pair to wear. And then the final pair that I kind of started wearing, and again, I've given these ones a really good review as well, is the Adidas AE1. And this is obviously the white Best of Adidas Stormtrooper pair. And it's a really nice pair in my opinion, and does look really nice. I find them very comfortable on foot, because for the £100 that you're paying, the boost in here feels really nice. It's on the firm side, but it feels much better than a sort of Yeezy Quantum, and you do get that sort of responsive feel, similar to like a Harden trainer really. My only issue with these is because I have a wide foot, and I did go up half size in these, is this part here, there is no sort of flex with the laces, and you kind of want to probably start the laces here. But the problem is even this, I've tried to sort of loosen it up, but because of this, it's just tight all in general. I've probably worn these maybe 3 or 4 times. I just find them, you know, still not, I suppose, worn in, and I don't think that's going to go away. I'm going to try the AE1 Lows and see if I get on with those better. And if I manage to pick a pair of those up, I might let these go, because I just feel like I won't wear them because of the tightness, you know, on the forefoot area. So for me, that's kind of the only issue that I have. Obviously, if you have a narrow foot, you're not going to experience that, but I've got a bit of a wide foot, so that's the problem that I have. Not so much on the pinky toe area, it's mainly sort of on the forefoot. It's just, I guess, you know, everyone's got a different foot shape, and for me, it doesn't quite work. But I do love the way it looks, and I love the way it feels on foot underneath. And the midsoles, like I said, really nice, and they feel very grippy on foot. And it's kind of a perfect, I suppose, autumn-winter shoe as well. I mean, you've got ventilation on here, but it still feels quite protective. My only issue with the white pair, I suppose another issue is you get these sort of stains on here, and they're quite sort of difficult to take off. I think that's my only other issue, and obviously being a white outsole, that looks really dirty after about, you know, a couple of wears, so just be wary of that. But still, a really nice shoe.